Yo, what's up everybody? It's your host Edward Moore back with a brand new episode of Motivational Mondays. Again, as always, I want to take the time to say thank you to everybody who shares the message. It's because of you that I'm able to get this message all across the globe. So for that, I want to say thank you. Last week, we dealt with the first installment in the No Excuses series. We dealt with dealing with the DreamKiller of procrastination. This week, we're going to deal with the DreamKiller of guess what? We're dealing with the DreamKiller of distraction. I want you to think about it for a minute. In the past, there has never been a time where there has been so much distraction going on. When you look at technology and all the things that we have access to as people, it's so many things that can distract you, so many things that's vying for your time and for your attention, from your cell phone to social media to TV to reality TV. It's so many things that we can get sidetracked and begin to invest our time in, time that we could be using towards pursuing our goals, the things that we really want out of life. But if we're not careful, what'll happen is all our times end up being consumed in things that don't really matter, things that's not going to make us better, things that's not going to make us stretch, things that's not going to make us grow, and we end up blowing a whole bunch of time on things that don't matter. We end up spending so much time watching celebrities on Instagram and following them and their lifestyles and the things that they're doing, that time that we could be using to invest into us getting to that place, we end up blowing it because we're watching something else and we're distracted from what we should be pursuing. A lot of times we don't realize that distraction is a dream killer. See, the enemy knows that if God has spoken something over your life, that will come to pass, but you have to be a willing participant. So he know he can't stop that from coming to pass in your life, but what he'll do is he'll get you distracted, get you all focused. So the focus, the dedication, the energy, the discipline, the time that it takes to achieve your goal, you're not investing that, therefore you're not able to get to that place. And what we end up doing is we end up forfeiting our future. We end up coming back to God saying, God, well, why didn't this happen and why didn't that happen? God said, I already spoke it over you. The discipline that it took and it required for you to get there, you squandered that off watching TV. You squandered that off being distracted on things that didn't really matter. So now you're coming back to me asking me what happened, and every door that it took to open up for you to get where you needed to go, I have already opened. But the part that's required of you is for you to walk through that door, and you can't walk through that door if you distracted over here and you got this going on over there. Sometimes in life you just got to put blinders on. You got to block out everything. You got to turn that phone off. You got to turn the TV off and really focus on what's before you if you want to get there. I tell the young people in my groups all the time, look at what you say your goal is. Okay, your goal is over here. Are your actions lining up with what you say you want to do? Because if your actions are not lining up with what you say you want to do, you're really just lying to yourself. So I'm going to ask you the same thing. Do you have the discipline? Do you have what it takes to shut the TV off, the phone off, turn your favorite program off, and really focus on what you say you want to do so that your actions can line up with what you say you want out of life? So this week I'm challenging you as I challenge myself, because when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. I heard a pastor say one time, when God gave him the message, he didn't give it to him by the handle, he gave it to him by the blade. And that's what he does with me. So every message that I get, it cuts me first before I even deliver the message. So when I challenge you, I'm challenging myself as well, so we can hold each other accountable. Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to get all distractions out of your life so that you can achieve the goals that are before you? As always, I don't take the opportunity lightly to be able to speak into your life. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Motivational Mondays, and have a blessed week.